Forests are recognized as one of the main land biomes. It is known as the habitat of 80% of the world's terrestrial biodiversity, as it covers 30% of Earth's surface. As forests being a complex ecosystem, there are different types of plant species that can be found. One of these are deciduous plants, which can be in a form of trees, vines, and shrubs. They lose their leaves in the fall and form new leaves in the spring. This includes birch trees, grapes, and azalea for shrubs. Other plant trees are called evergreen. These trees have leaves throughout the year.
Forest ecosystem wildlife has 5 different animal species that can be found. First is the small mammals like squirrels, chipmunks, and rabbits. Second is the large mammals like deer, bear, and moose. Third is the insects like ladybugs, spider, and bees. Fourth is the reptiles and amphibians like turtles, salamanders, and frogs. And last is the birds like woodpeckers, bluebirds, and many more.
Oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, and nitrogen all move in natural cycles through the forest. Along with carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil, energy from the sun triggers photosynthesis in plants, which produces oxygen. In most temperate environments, the major limiting factors for forest production are water and nutrients. Both factors greatly influence the amount of foliage produced and consequently directly affect the amount of radiation intercepted, hence also production.
Illegal logging is an immense multi-billion-dollar industry threatening forests worldwide. Some research even suggests that illegal activities make up more than 10% of the global timber trade, representing more than $150 billion per year. Building roads through forest fragments the landscape endangers wildlife habitat, making it easier for illegal loggers to exploit the forest, in which huge areas of the forest are burned or cleared to make space for crops and livestock is the #1 driver of deforestation. These practices are turning some of the most biodiverse areas in the world into monocultures.
Conservation strategies is an important aspect of our lives, especially when it comes to our forests. Thus, we must understand that seasonal tree planting and controlled provisions of cutting of trees is what we should accommodate ourselves in order to protect and prolong the lives and the beauty of our natural resources, and of course, the environmental idealistics that is still possessed till this day.
Marine ecosystems are aquatic environments which includes different physical and biological properties. There are about more than 2 million species of animals live, in which an estimated amount of 200,000 are known. Seagrasses and algae are the two types of marine plants. Examples of these are kelp-red algae and sargassum. Plants located in the top layers of the ocean require sunlight for photosynthesis, whereas plants live in deeper waters with the absence of sunlight rely on chemicals for chemosynthesis. Did you know that corals are mistakenly identified as rock and a plant species? Corals are alive and like rocks, dissimilar to plants. Corals can't make their own food, therefore corals are classified as an animal species.
The marine biome is the most biodiversity of all the biomes. Many of the animals, such as fish, have gills that allows them to breathe the water like sharks, swordfish, and tuna. Other animals are mammals that need to come to surface to breathe but spend much of their lives in the water, like blue whales, seals, and dolphins. And another type of marine animals is the mollusks, which has a soft body and no backbone like octopus, squids, and oysters.
A limiting factor is anything that restricts the size of a population and causes it to expand more slowly or not at all. When it comes to terrestrial creatures, rainfall and temperature are the most critical environmental factors. On the other hand, in our seas, there are several factors too, including light availability, oxygen level, water circulation, salinity, and density. Marine ecosystems are characterized by their distinct biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic factors includes plants, animals, and microbes, while important abiotic factors includes the amount of sunlight in the ecosystem, the amount of oxygen and nutrients dissolved in water, proximity to land, depth, and temperature. See, all living organisms have different components in order to survive. Environmental science help us to understand how this relationship works.
These sources of pollution negatively impacts coral reef habitat. Sediment, trash, and waste will cause blockage of sunlight needed for coral growth and survival, causing mortality and loss of habitat for marine life. Oil spills pollute the ocean. Air pollution is responsible for the toxic contaminant that enter marine life. Marine animals from whales, dolphins, and seals to turtles and seabirds often become caught and trapped in the nets and lines used by commercial fishers. Many pesticides and nutrients used in the agriculture end up in the coastal waters, resulting in oxygen depletion that kills marine plants and marine life.